Hello and welcome back to Sit a Spell, and welcome to Season 2, the Great Tennessee Appalachian Food Tour.
An open invitation to come sit a spell. Though technically we're on our feet here, you get the idea. Sit a Spell is a podcast produced by UT Extension agents Megan Brown, Justin Thomas, and Crystal Blankenship. During the pandemic, the agents wanted a way to deliver information about nutrition and food safety, so they started podcasting.
And we saw this renaissance of gardening, of canning, of people getting back to some old-time ways. And so we just started talking about how that was kind of our childhood, and so that we were interested in the heritage. And it just kind of evolved from there, talking about Sit a Spell. So our first season was all about food preservation.
Note the food behind Megan, hams a curin. Every show is on the road, and here the road is Highway 411 in Madisonville, home to Benton's Smoky Mountain Country Hams. Owner Alan Benton gave everybody a tour, set a spell on the podcast, and generously gave away samples before we departed. Much like the old days when sitting a spell meant some quality time in a front porch rocker, the agents wanted their show to be friendly and informative, and the response has been great.
Anything we've done on Facebook Live in 2020 was massively popular. We've partnered with folks in Texas, and we've partnered with state specialists, and we try to incorporate people, bring people in from all aspects so that we have a well-rounded perspective of it.
Here on the Ag Campus, we sometimes like to refer to ourselves as Podcast U. We have about a dozen podcasters statewide, and all total, we reach about 80,000 listeners every year.
You can tell they've been friends a while.
With many people stuck indoors these days, podcasts have an audience.
So I think that they have really had a spike of interest over the last year through the pandemic, and I think people are they have an urgency to learn new things.
The agents will sit a spell at 8 foodie locations. More tours and talking this podcast season. Podcasting is relatively new technology, but here, capturing an age-old sentiment of good times and shared company. This is Charles Denny reporting.